Alright, so today we'll discuss about 2018 October-November paper. This one is a paper 1-3. So, yeah, for the MF. So let's go into question number 1 here. So in the expansion of this binomial expansion, so in the expansion of the bracket 2 plus px power of 5 here, the coefficient of x power of 3 is equals to negative 8 over 25. Find the value of p. So since the question says the coefficient of x power of 3 is equal to this one, then I can straight away get the coefficient of x power of 3. So if you're familiar with the formula, then it will be easier. So basically, it's something like this. It's NCR, and then this one will be A n minus R, BRA for the a plus b power of n. Yeah, this is what you will get, the term you will get here. So normally if I want to get the x power of 3, right, so the easiest way is I take the term a and b here. The b here with the x, right, then it's very easy because here, if you see carefully, right, the term b here is same power with the r power here I want. So what do I mean by this is, if I want to x power of 3, right, because this is px, p is just a constant, right? So if I want an x power of 3 here, so what I will do is I will just do the 5c3. So today, if I want a coefficient of x power of 4, I will do 5c4. If I want a coefficient of x power of 2, I will do 5c2. That means this number will affect my x power here. Okay, I hope you get the idea. So, because if you understand this one, we're going to save you some time. You don't need to expand one term by one term. So you can straight away go into 5c3. And then a will be the first term, which is 2. The power here will be 5 minus 3, which is 2. And then my b here will be px. The power here will be 3. Alright, because right now they're actually saying about the coefficient, right? You understand the coefficient, you know coefficient is the number in front of the x cubed here. So normally if the question asks about coefficient, I will not write the x inside here because I know this term definitely will give me x power of 3. Will equals to negative 8 over 25. Okay, this is what happened. So of course in the exam I will not show this one. I will just say, okay, the coefficient of x power of 3 is equals to negative 8 over 25. Then the next step I will do this. Then the next step I will just use the calculator to solve it. So 5c3 multiply 4. So basically here I have 40 p cubed equals to negative 8 over 25. Then I get p cubed equals to negative 8 over 1000, I believe. So p will cube root of this one, so you basically get negative 2 over 10. Because, yep. So simplified should be negative 1 over 5. Yep, this one should be your answer of p because the question actually asks you to find the constant value of p. So as long as you do carefully, then yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. So just remember, if x is at the term b here, normally I call this one a plus b lah. So it's a term b here, so you can straight away use the r to decide what is the power. But you must be careful, sometimes the question can be even harder. He give you something like px squared. Then maybe they ask about, okay, they ask about a coefficient of x power of 8. Then you need to think a little bit, x squared, how to get power of 8 here, then I will do something like 5c4. Because my term b over here is px squared, if I power 4 here, because this 4 will same with this 4, right? Then I can get x power of 8. Alright, this is just the idea. Because if you understand this idea, right, yeah, it can help you do the binomial expansion faster. Alright, then find the term independent of x for this expansion. So, of course, the first thing is you need to do is you need to understand what is the meaning of independent of x. So, independent of x means what? Without x. So, they want to find the term is without x means only constant number. So, okay, if I expand this one, yeah, this one need to go back to the term just now. A power of n minus r, b power of r for a plus b power of n here. So because of using this one, okay, I need to think a little bit before I start to choose. But this question, they just like so much easier if you check the x power here. Both of the x actually have to consider same power. Just the first one, a here is x power of 2, but the b here is actually x power of negative 2. So in order to like make it become, without x mean x power of 0, right? In order to make x power of 0, is all obviously the 8 here I kind of need to divide into the 4, right? So basically I just need to do 8c4. Because when I do 8c4 here, you can see this is my term A, right? 2x squared. This is my term B, 1 over 4x squared. Alright, the power for term A here is 8 minus 4, which is 4 here. The power for term B here is basically same with the R, right? So it's 4 here. So you just imagine if I actually insert the 4 into the part A here, I actually get x power of 8. This one I will get x power of negative 8. So yeah, and then I just simplify it, I should get independent of x. So yeah. So I will have 8c4, I will just type in the calculator. 8c4 multiply, okay, step by step, 70. So here I will actually get 16 x power of 8, because power 4 for 2 as well, right? So this one I will get 1 over 256 x power of 8 here. So definitely x power of 8 and x power of 8 I cancel out. So I will get 70 times 16 divided by 256 here. Yeah, then I will get 3508. Get it? Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult for you. Just give me 10 seconds. You can get it, right? If you cannot get it or you do not understand how do I get the answer, you please let me know. Yeah, so basically must remember independent of x mean like no x or without x, or you can think something like constant only. So the challenging for the part B is like you need to decide what is your, because NCR, right? You need to decide what is your R value so that both the x you can simplify until you get x power of 0 or without x. Right, so if you get it, then I'll go to question number 2 here. So the diagram actually show the sector of POQ of the circle, center O. So the radius where angle POQ equals to theta radians. So the perimeter of the sector is 20 centimeter. Show that the area of the sector is A equal to 10R minus R squared. So basically right now they tell you what? They tell you the perimeter is 20, right? So yeah, perimeter is 20. And we need to use this information to form one equation. Because what? If I check the equation carefully here, you'll realize this equation is without theta. But when you solve this sector, definitely will have theta. So therefore, at the first information here, at the end, I solve until the end, I must get theta as a subject. Then I sub into the area equation so that my area equation will be without the theta. You get it? So yeah, how do you do the perimeter? This one will be R. Here will be another R as well. So the arc length will be R theta. So basically, it's R plus R plus R theta is 2R plus R theta equals to 20. But because I want to make the theta a subject, so theta will become 20 minus 2R over R. This will be my first equation. Then the next thing I will do is they ask me to show the area. So the area formula for sector is quite straightforward. It will be half R squared theta. This is the formula. I basically just apply my formula and I have the theta here. So I will just insert my theta. 20 minus 2R over R. So the R and R I simplified. 2 I can simplify both number here, right? 1. So my area should be able to get 10 minus R. Then they ask me to show. I will say I should. Okay. So far so good. So it is given that R can be varied and that A have the maximum value. Find the value of theta for which the A has the maximum value. So from here, you see some maximum here. Most of the time it's mean differentiation, which is the dA dr equals to 0. If you see the minimum, remember it's the same thing as well. No matter maximum or minimum, the dy dx will always equal to 0. Okay, so some student might think a maximum is 0, then minimum is what? Maximum or minimum, both will also give you equals to 0. So find the value of theta for which the A has the maximum. So yeah, but the question asks about value of theta. So if I solve this one, I will get the R can be varied. A has the maximum. So if I differentiate this one, actually I get nothing here. So the theta I forget to multiply this R, no wonder. Then R minus R square. Yeah, because I accidentally skipped this R. Okay, so yeah, then we can differentiate now. So I do dA dr equals to 0. So if I differentiate this one, I should get 10 minus 2R equals to 0. Then 10 equals to 2R, R equals to 5. But the question doesn't ask me to find R, isn't it? The question asks me to find theta. That means I need to subtract into my theta value, which is this one. So theta will be 20 minus 2 times 5, 10 over 5. So the theta will be 2 radian. Yeah, you can write the full form radian also, doesn't matter. Or you want to write short form also can. Okay, so yeah, basically you will just get a 2, or you doesn't want to write unit also can. 3 mark, quite straightforward. So, yep, number 3. In this question, all lengths are in centimeter. So the triangle ABC is such that the angle B is 90 degrees and AB is 5 sub 3 plus 5, BC is 5 sub 3 minus 5. Find in its simplest third form the length of AC. So normally for this kind of triangle, I will focus as a 90 degree because that one is the most important. So I will just randomly draw out for you. B is the 90 degree. Then A and B, which side I want to write, it doesn't matter. I can write the bottom also can, A, B, C, because it will not affect my answer, because some students are so worried like where should they put the A here. Okay, so BC is 5 square root 3, 5 sub 3 minus 5. AB is 5 sub 3 plus 5. And right now they want to find length of AC. So we learn about Pythagoras, right? ABC. In order to get the C square will equals to A square plus B square, then C will equals to square root of A square plus B square. This is just the Pythagoras formula. Alright, so what I want to do here is, I will apply this Pythagoras formula into here to find my length of AC. So my it's not a vector. So the AC will become 5 sub 3 minus 5 square, A square plus B square. 5 sub 3 plus 5 square. Maybe I put a square here. Later only I square root because I kind of need to simplify it first. So yeah, I will just expand this one one by one. So this is 25 times 3 will be 75. And then the next term will be 10 minus 50 sub 3 plus 25. Then the next one will be same thing, 75 plus 50 sub 3. 50 sub 3 I mean, plus 50 sub 3 plus 25. Right, then we'll solve all the number first. 150 and then plus another 50 will be 200. Then these two minus already, so this is just 200. Length of AC will be square root of 200. This is not the simplest form, right? Because you can use the calculator. This is well, I can use 10, right? I can use 10 because 10 is 100, right? So it'll be 10 sub 2. Yeah, this one should be the final answer. Okay, so basically what we do is we just simplify it. Just in case, I can use the calculator, but you want to know the manual way, because I know square root 200 is basically 100 multiply 2. Then this one equals to square root 100 multiply square root 2. So this is how I get 10 sub 2 here. But because now all of you have a very advanced calculator, so yeah, you can use the calculator. Alright, find the tangent BCA. Give your answer in that form. And A and B are constant. So yeah, where is the BCA? They ask about this angle, right? Yeah, depend which, or they ask about tangent. Do the question say tangent? Yeah, they ask about tangent. Then I will need to, yeah, I don't need the answer from part A then, part 1. So the tangent BCA, tangent is what? Soka tua. Tua will be opposite over adjacent. So your opposite will be 5 sub 3 plus 5. Adjacent will be 5 sub 3 minus 5. Yeah, they ask about the value of the whole thing tangent BCA. So you don't need to find the angle of BCA. Because some students, when they see the question like this, right, they definitely want to solve it and get the angle. But in this case, they do not want the angle, they only want the value of this tangent angle. Okay, so yeah, no choice, rationalize. So times 5 sub 3 plus 5. 5 sub 3 plus 5. So just in case you do not know what is happening here, basically A minus B multiply A plus B, I will get A squared minus B squared. This process they call rationalize. Okay, so yeah, the purpose of doing this is they want to eliminate the square root at your denominator. Okay, so yeah, this one I will get A squared minus B squared, right? So 25 times 3 will be 75. And then minus B squared 25. So the top I will just like expand one by one. So the first one I give you 75. Oh, it's exactly the same thing. Then it will be cool. So this one will be times 2, which is 50 sub 3 plus 25. So this one will give me 100 plus 50 sub 3 over 50. So yep, both numbers can divide 50. 2 plus sub 3. Yes, some algebra thing you need to work it out carefully. Yeah, then you should be okay. Yeah. So far you guys can understand about the topic set, right? Anything you want to ask me? Sure. If you don't understand, must let me know. Alright, okay, so number 4, in this question, the units of x are the radian and the unit of y are the centimeter. So it's given that y equals to 1 plus cos 3x power of 10. Find the value of dy dx when x equals to pi over 2. So yeah, basically it's a differentiation. So what you need to do is, yeah, differentiate it. Power 10 move to the front. And then minus 1, which is 9. Whatever inside the bracket, copy only. Then differentiate the term inside the bracket as well. So if I differentiate cos 3x, I will get negative 3 sine 3x. How do I get this one? Basically, I differentiate cos 3x. And then I will write at the back as a multiply. So yeah, then I will just like simplify it. Actually, I don't need to simplify because sorry, this one will be dy dx. It's no longer y. Because I already have the x value, then I don't need to simplify. I just sub in the value can already. 1 plus cos 3 pi over 2. And then this one is minus 3 sine 3 pi over 2. yeah, I just sub in the pi over 2 into the x here. So 3 pi over 2 basically will be 270 degree, right? 270 degrees for cos. Yeah, learn about cos graph, right? Cos look like this. 270 for cos, you will get 0. So this one is 0. So it's 10. Multiply 1 plus 0 is just 1. So the whole thing, I can ignore it. This one, cos 270, sine 270 is here, which is negative 1. So this one will give me negative 1 multiplied with the negative 3, then I will get positive 3. Then the answer should be 30 only. Yep. Yeah, definitely you can use the calculator lah. I'm just very lazy to press so that I actually draw out the diagram to find out what is the 270 for sine and cos. I mean, in the exam, you can just use the calculator. So given that the y is increasing at this rate, so if y is increasing at this rate, whenever you see the rate, you know you write the dt at the bottom. And then question say y is increasing, right? So it's dy dt is 6. If this one is decreasing, remember about the negative, must write the negative 6. But in this case, increasing, don't need. When x equals to pi over 2. Find the corresponding rate of change, of x. So that means they ask about dx dt. So I need to form the chain rule by myself. So this one will be dx, this one will be dt. And then the middle one, definitely you know is the dy to fill in the blank. So dy dt I have already is just 6. But I don't have the dx dy. But I have the dy dx, right? dy dx I do already. You realize both the x value is the same. Both x value also are the pi over 2. So that means this one I already sub in the pi over 2. I will get 30. But this 30 is dy dx. Right now we are doing dx dy. So it will be 1 over 30. Alright, multiply 6. So the final answer should be simplify 1 over 5. Right, this is how you solve this kind of question, rate of change question. So what I'm doing, this one, we call it change rule. So basically in the exam, you need to write out the change rule by yourself. Okay, because yeah, if you can't write out the change rule, there's no way you can get the final answer. So normally how do I write the change rule is, I read what the question want. Whenever I see the rate, I will write the dt at the bottom. Of change of y, change of x, I will write dx on the top. Then from the dx dt here, I will just write two straight line, horizontal line for the fraction. Then the first on the top part here, I will just copy dx here. Second at the bottom part here, I will just copy the dt. And then middle, these two terms must be the same term. So in this case, it's dy and dy. So I hope you know how to find to change rule. Then you just plug in the number. Then it will be quite easy. Alright, number 5.1. They ask you to solve the log question. So whenever I want to solve the log question, right, the first thing I will check is, are they have the same base or not? Obviously, in this case, they don't have the same base because one will be base 3 and another one will be base 9, isn't it? So you need to change the base. You either change both of them into 9 or both of them into 3. So I will always change the bigger one to the smaller one. Alright, change the base here. Log base 3, log base 3. 4 right at the top, 9 right at the bottom. Log 3, 2. Oh, they ask you to show. Okay, that's mean. Yeah, and you kind of need to show this one. So this is log 3, 2 square. This one will be log 3, 3 square. So bottom log 3, 9 you should know is a 2, right? Then, yeah, then move the 2 here. Log 3, 2 over 2. Then you will get simplified. Log 3, 2. There is a short. Of course, in the exam, you need to write nicely. Like, cannot write so many equal here. That means this equal is continue from here. This one will be like for continue these fractions. Okay, hence solve this equation. So you realize they look quite similar. Let me find some similarity here. Do we have any? Because I see the word hangs, I kind of need to use the part 1 answer to solve this one. Oh, I see. So basically you need to plug in the things because log 94 actually equals to log 32, right? So I just plug in here log 32 plus log 3x equals to 3. Okay, you might ask like, how did you actually get the idea you want to plug in here? Because at first I thought I want to simplify until they look alike here. But then I realized I have log 3x, which is like no way I make them look the same. Then the second thought is, both this one is a log base 3, right? And then the other side is log base 3 also. So therefore I get the idea that I can actually substitute the log 94 into the log 94 here. Alright, now both also log base 3. I factorize out the log base 3. I get 2x equals to 3. Then by solving this one, 2x equals to 3 power of 3, which is 27. X equals to 27 over 2. Alright, just some log question. You make sure you do carefully. Then you will get the correct answer. Okay, so let's move on. Anything you want to ask me? If no, I will just move on. Let me drink some water first. Right, number 6 will be the kinematics. So a particle P is moving in a straight line such that its displacement s from a fixed point O is given by this equation. So you have this equation, they ask you to find the value of t when P is instantaneously at rest. That means the particle actually will stop, right? Stop means what? Velocity equals 0. But the problem is right now you don't have the equation for velocity, right? So you know from S1 to go to V, you need to differentiate. So V equals to ds dt. Okay, so of course in the exam you don't need to write ds dt lah. I just let you know. So that's means I need to differentiate this one. So if I differentiate this one, I actually get negative 6e negative 0.5t plus 4. Okay, so when v equals to 0, I will just sub into here 0.5t plus 4. Then, yeah, solving this one, e 0.5t equals to 4 over 6. So then I will add the ln for both sides. Then ln e 0.5t equals to ln 2 over 3. Then 0.5t equals to ln 2 over 3. Then t will just divided by 0.5. So yeah, use the calculator to do the work. Ln 2 over 3 divided by 0.5. So something wrong then. Because I get negative answer, because this one they ask me to find time, right? So I cannot get the negative answer. Move the 0.5 to the front, multiply, plus 4 equals to 0. So I move this one to the other side, I guess this one equals to 4 divided by 6. Then 0.5t equal to ln 2 over 3. Yeah, everything seems correct one. Unless I forget about a negative, because my final answer is correct, but then my answer actually at the negative sign here. So I'm wondering maybe I messed up something. Oh, yes. I think I saw it because this sign here have negative, isn't it? This sign here have negative. So this one, so yeah, then it's correct lah. 0.811. Okay, yeah, because I subtly ignore about the negative power for the E here. So Find an expression for the accelerations of p at a time t seconds. So you want to find a, basically is dv dt. So I will just differentiate the velocity here. So if I differentiate the velocity here, I should get 3e negative 0.5 t. So the question asked me to find expression. Yeah, I'm done. Basically, this is the expression they asked for. Then find the value of s when the acceleration of p is 0.3. Then I want to find s when a is this value. So a equals to 0.3. So basically, if I sub in the a equation into here, I cannot find the s. So if I sub in the a into here, I will be able to find the t. Then I will use the t value sub back to the s equation. So yeah, 3e 0.5 t equals to 0.3. Then e 0.5 t equals to 0.1. Negative 0.5 t equals to ln 0.1. Then I will get the time here, which is ln 0.1 divided by negative 0.5. So it's about 4.61. Then find the value of s. Where is the s here? Which is here. Oh my god. S equals to 12e negative 0.5. What's my t value? 4.61. Yeah, then minus 5 plus 4t minus 12. So plus 4t minus 12. It's a bit weird. But yeah, this is the power. Must write smaller a bit. Then you just type everything into the calculator. But how come this 3 mark need to do so many things? Kind of weird. So I hope you will get 7.64. Yeah, so when I do the question like this, right, normally I don't like to round off like too early, because then you cannot get a very accurate answer. Because according to the marking scheme actually accept the answer 7.62. I got 7.64. I think maybe I round off too earlier. So if I don't want to round off, I just write this one as a ln 0.1 over negative 0.5. Let's see what happened. I'll see whether I can get an answer same with the marking scheme or not. Yeah, I'm going to retype it again. Ln 0.1 over negative 0.5. Fraction ln 0.1 over negative 0.5. Oh my god, don't give me math error. Yeah, then I will get the very accurate answer, 7.62. Right, just in case in the exam, if you don't want to like put the full form like this, I recommend you to at least put the 4 decimal place. That means you just add like two more decimal place to make it 4 decimal place. Then you should be able to get a quite accurate answer. Yeah, we shouldn't run off too early, or else we will get a weird answer. Explain why the acceleration of the particle is always be positive. Okay, the explanation, yeah, you can use any words you write. You like about that, because we know about A, right? A is this one. A equals to 3e negative 0.5 t. Okay, so one of the reason why is there explains why the acceleration of the particle will be always positive, because E negative 0.5 t can never be negative. Yeah, because exponent cannot be negative, right? So you just imagine Ex equals to any negative value. Okay, I call this one as an EXI, okay? Equals to -2. Then what happened is, because later you need to move your E to the other side, become ln -2, right? Ln cannot accept any negative value. So like this, you will get math error, right? So therefore, if this is Ex, whatever value at the other side must be always positive. Okay, so you can say because E power negative 0.5 can never be negative, or you can say there will be is always positive. Okay, just use any of your words to show that you understand about the exponent, then you can easily get the 1 mark. Okay, so vector. So the diagram actually show the quadrilateral OABC. So the point B lies on OB, and such that OD equals to 2 dB and AM equals to the MAC, where M is a scalar quantity. So you have all this information, then we need to solve the vector. Find AD first. Where is A to D? Right, so yeah, just 1 mark. AD. Oh, because we have OD. OD equals to 2 dB. Alright, so I thought the 1 mark one should be... Oh, there's here, right? Yeah, I didn't see they give you AD here. Because 1 mark normally no need to think one. So it equals to MAC, right? AC will become AO plus OC. Okay, I just show you here. Of course, in the exam, I'll show you where write AO as a negative. AOC equals to C. So this one is the answer for my part 1. Then find AD in terms of A and B. So you can see some difference. Both also ask you to find AD. But for the part 1, must in terms of M, A and C. Because the only term have M will be here. So you need to use this equation. But for the part 2, they ask you to find the AD, right? You doesn't see there's M here. They just must have A and B. That means you need to use this information to find. So let me solve about this thing first. So OD equals to 2 dB. Okay, so OD will be double of the dB here. So if you cannot understand, right, I always recommend my student change the equation into the fraction to get the ratio. So I move my dB to the other side, I get 2/1. Therefore, OD ratio dB will equals to 2/1. OD or 2, dB will be 1. Right, so, but in order to get this thing, right, is because I want to find the AD here. So I kind of need to know like what is the vector for OD here. So in order to get this, right, I must know what is AB first. Okay, AB will become OA plus, no, not AB, I mean OB. O to B will be OA plus AB, right? OA will be A. AB will be negative B plus A. So the whole thing will be 2A minus B for OB. Now I want to have the OD here because I want to have the AD, right? Yeah, I want to have the OD here. OD will become 2/3. OD itself will be 2 out of 3 of OB. So it will be 2/3, 2A minus B. Okay, now I have OD ready. I can find AD finally. This 2 mark is like too much. So AD will become, you want to get AD, right? AD will become AO, which is negative A, plus OD. Okay, this way, alright? AO plus OD. So AO will be negative A. OD will be this one. 2 over 3 2a minus b. Then I will just solve this one. My answer should be a and b only. So yeah, expand it first. So it will be 4 over 3a minus 2 over 3b. This is minus, right? So should be 1 over 3a minus 2 over 3b. Yeah, this one should be my answer for part 2. Negative 2. Okay. I got the wrong answer. Seriously? Did I make any mistake here? They want about AD, right? AD, AO plus OD. OD equals to 2 dB. Yeah, I don't have dB, right? So I need to solve this thing. This is 2:1. Unless my OB is wrong here. OB will become A and then plus AB. AB will become negative. Yeah, this is what? OB, right? OA plus AB. A to B will be... here I got wrong, no wonder. Okay. AB itself will be AO plus OB. AO will be negative A plus B. So I accidentally wrote the negative B plus A. So this is the reason why the whole thing will be wrong. Yeah, will be negative A plus B. What am I doing? Because OB is given already. I still solve until the end. I got B, but the OB actually give us at the very beginning. We have the OB already. No wonder. They give us the OB already. So yeah, so right now I can get the come back again. What I want to find. I want to find the AD, right? I want to find the AD. So I need to have OD. So OD will become 2 over 3 of OB. Okay, so OD will be 2 over 3 of the OB. Because we already have OB. But just now, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. So yeah, this is just 2 over 3B. So this is 2 over 3B. So yeah, this one is 2 over 3B. Then I can find that AD will be negative A plus this one. So yeah, no wonder this one is just 2 mark. I'm wondering how come the 2 mark actually do so much. Yeah, this one will be AO plus OD. AO will be negative A. This one will be plus 2 over 3B. Yeah, this is the answer for part 2. Part 3, given that the 15A equals to 16B minus 9C, find the value of M. So over here they ask you to find the value of M. So, and then you realize your part 1 have M and your part 2 here doesn't have M. But part 1 and part 2 both is AD, right? That means I can actually sub the AD into the AD. So that means I will say this one equals to this one. So M negative A plus C equals to negative A plus 2 over 3B. So basically I join both of them together to form one equation, because I hope this equation actually can give me something like this. Yeah, because if have A, B, C and M, yeah, I want to find M later. But my instinct tell me is do like this. So yeah, let's see what happened after that. Okay, then I do want to multiply 3. I multiply 15 here in order, because you have the 15A, right? Okay, so this one I have negative 15A plus 15 and 3 here I simplified 10B. Alright, the 15 I will multiply into inside the both here, so I get negative 15A plus 15c. Then my m equals to negative 15a plus 10b over negative 15a plus 15c. If I sub into here, I don't know. Why suddenly this question look a bit weird for me? I substitute 15a, I get 16b minus 9c plus 10b. So here I will do the same thing, 16b minus 9c plus 15c. Find the values of m. Then this one will be negative 16b, so I will actually get 9c minus 6b. This one I will get, what do I get here? If I simplify 15, this one is negative 16b plus 24c. Then factorize out some number 3. Then I will have this c is positive, right? Yeah, nice. So if I do like this, I will have 3c minus 2b. This one, if I factorize out the 8 here, I should get 3c minus 2b. Then I cancel it out. M equals to 3 over 8. Is that the correct answer? Yeah, it is the correct answer, but I don't think you should do like this because it's just 3 mark. Is that any easiest way of doing this? Yeah, I checked the marking scheme. The marking scheme is actually 3 over 8. But I think maybe we have some easiest way of doing this. 15a equals, why suddenly give me something like 15a? Yeah, if I know any easiest way, then I will let you know lah. Because here I couldn't think of any easiest way here. So yep, this is the reason why I couldn't get this. But because I have the marking scheme with me, the marking scheme actually using the comparing methods. Okay. It's okay if I know any faster way, then I will let you know, because yeah, just do not want to waste time here. So yeah, question number 8 here. The fx equals to 5 plus sine x over 4. The gx equals to x minus pi over 3. Write down the range of fx. So this is the sine, right? And then they tell you they want the range here. So from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so if you see the sign like this, right, basically your amplitude is 1. So 5 is plus 5, right? Then amplitude is 1. Then your sine graph is basically is above here. You'll keep on moving from here to here. Now the question asks you about the range. So this is 6 and 4. But because this is x over 4, so we want to find out the periods first. So therefore, x over 4 equals to 2 pi, x equals to 8 pi. So that means one cycle here will be 8 pi. So 2 pi is just a quadrant of it, so it's just here, 2 pi. So if you see carefully for this part, you realize it's just from here to here only, right? This is the range you have. Because from 0 to 2 pi. So the range is between 5 and 6. So the range of f is between 5, and 6. That's all. Okay, because yeah, you need to see carefully, because I believe a lot of students will say 4 to 6. But because they're only up to 2 pi, so if up to like 6 pi or 8 pi, then it will be like 4 to 6. But up to 2 pi only. Alright, I hope you get the idea. Okay, find the F inverse and write down its range. This one is the weird one, but yeah, this is how you do it, because normally we don't have the function in like sine inverse or cos inverse, but in this case you do. So yeah, I make fx equals to the y. So y minus 5, and then I move the sign, will be sine inverse x over 4. Then x will be 4 sine inverse y minus 5. So therefore f inverse x will be 4 sine inverse x minus 5. Because the expression like this, even I do this myself in the exam, I will doubt my answer also. But yeah, this is how it look like. And they ask about range, because we know the range of inverse was, so the range of inverse will same with what? F inverse will same with the domain of f. Okay, so domain of f is here, right? So you copy the whole thing, but change the x into the f inverse between 0 to 2 pi. Because they will be always the same, so you can just copy. If you don't like to write the f inverse, you can just write a y for it. So you can just write the y here. Okay, yeah, this question is a bit weird, but this is how you do it. So composite function, so 2fx, 2fgx equals to 11. Then fgx equals to 11 over 2. I hope the 2 there is makes sense. So fgx, that means sub the gx into the fx, isn't it? So which is sub the gx into fx. Wow. Then you can do a lot of things. Wow, let me try to sub and see what happens, because the sine angle actually look a bit weird. So fgx equals to 5 plus sine. Okay, we have something going on here. X minus pi over 3 over 4. So yeah, we will need to simplify it, I guess. Okay, 5 plus sine. This one, I can make them have the same denominator, is over 1, right? I multiply 3, multiply 3. Then I will have 3x minus pi. And then these two you can multiply, right? Over 12. Equals to 11 over 2. Yep. Then I will need to solve this one. Yeah. So sine 3x minus pi over 12. This one minus 5 will be minus 10 over 2, which is 1 over 2 here. So 3x minus pi over 12 will be shift sign 30. Shift sign half will be 30 degrees, which is the pi over 6 here. So yeah, I will just solve this one. So therefore 3x minus pi equals to time 2 pi. If I time 12, I will get 2 pi. So 3x equals to 3 pi. X should equals to pi. Alright, it's a bit weird, but I guess this is how you solve it. I believe we can try other methods, because I suddenly see something else. Because I have fgx here equals to 11 over 2. I can actually do something like this. I believe I can add the f inverse for both sides. So f inverse and f, I will cancel it out. So the gx here will be what is my gx? Gx will be x minus pi over 3. And because we have f inverse at the part 2 here, so I think we might be able to use this one. So this one is 11 over 2 minus 5. So then I will solve this thing here. So this is 1 over 2. So sine inverse pi over 2 will be pi over 6. So x will be 4 pi over 6 plus pi over 3. Then this one you should get pi. Yeah, this one you will get the answer also if you want to do like this. Yeah, this is just another method of solving this kind of questions. Yeah, I hope you can get it. Alright. Yeah, this function question I think is quite interesting. Maybe I will make a separate video for this question number 8 because it's a bit unusual. It's slightly harder than I think. Alright, so far so good, right? Is there anything you want to ask me? Yeah, I hope you are fine. If you are not fine, let me know. So find the equation normal to this curve when at the point where x equals to 2. Give your answer in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Where m and c's are correct to 2 decimal places, you must show all your working. So the equation of normal, basically we just follow the same 4 step here. Just because this one is log and they give you 8 marks, it's a bit crazy here. So yeah, let's do it. First step is always do the dy dx in order to get the equation of normal. So when I do the dy dx here, and this one is a quotient rule. So u and v. Okay, copy the v first, and then here will be differentiate the u. So it'll be 1 over 3x squared plus 1 multiply 6x. This multiply, alright. Then minus, copy the v, copy the u, differentiate the v. So v is 2x, right? I just write 2x at the front here, okay? So this is ln 3x squared plus 1 divided by v squared, which is x power 4. Alright, because they give me the x value already, so I will not simplify this complicated fraction here. I will just sub in the number here. So this one is 4. So this one will be 12 over 413 minus 4. This is ln 13 over 2 power 4 16. Alright, so I will just type everything into the calculator and give your answer in that form. M and C correct to the 2 decimal. So I believe I can leave my answer in 2 decimal place. Alright, so yeah, let's do it. Minus 4 times ln 13 over 16. Yeah, it's negative 0.41 is your gradient. You should know after you sub in, this one is the gradient of tangent. Alright, but I want a gradient of normal. Alright, so maybe I don't round off so much first because I round off as my final answer, like what I say. So I put 4 decimal here, 4105. Alright, so this is gradient of tangent, but I want gradient of normal, which is negative 1 over this answer here. So yeah, or I should always use my calculator doing negative 1 divided by answer. So yeah, my gradient of normal is 2.44. I hope this is correct. And then after we have the gradient of normal, what we need to do is we need to form an equation. I have the x value here, but I don't have the y coordinate. So I will need to sub my x back into the equation to get my y equals to ln 13 over 4. Alright, I will just leave like this. Alright, so y minus ln 13 over 4 equals to 2.44 x minus 2. Alright, so I will just simplify this one. 2.44x minus 4.88 plus ln 13 over 4. So 2.44x. So here I will just use the calculator. Negative 4.88 plus ln 13 over 4. Negative 4.24. Yep, this is the answer I get for this question. 2.44 and 4.23 for the final one. Yeah, this one will be slightly different with the marking scheme. The gradient is fine already, so why? Coordinate is 2, right? Correct to 2 decimal place. Ln 13 over 4. Okay, if I do the ln 13 over 4, it takes 4 decimals, 0.6412. 0.6412 plus minus 4.88. No. I'm not sure why the marking scheme get 4.23. Yeah, no matter how I do, also get 6.44. I mean negative 4.24, because we need to round off, right? So I don't know. I think maybe the marking scheme have some problem, because the marking scheme actually say 4.23, and then this is the long question, because if you straight away take the whole value here, should be very accurate, I think. Yeah, unless they want to take this value, multiply here. Let me just try one more time to see, is it possible to get the answer at the marking scheme. Oops. One more time. 1 over 0.4105 times negative 2 plus ln 13 over 4. Oh, okay. Okay, in order to get the exactly same answer with the marking scheme, what you need to do is, you cannot use the 2.44 here yet. You must use this one, 0. Negative 1 over negative this value, sorry. So this is positive. 1 over 0.4105. You have to use this value to multiply both here. Then you plus the ln 13 over 4. You will get the exactly same answer here. Yeah. So this one you kind of need to do something like, okay, 2 over 0.4105. That's mean, yeah, you round off at the end. So because I thought I round off the gradient here already, we can straight away insert into the end position. But if you do that, you will not get the very accurate answer. So yeah, round off at the final step. Okay, so far so good. Have any question you want to ask Brian and Zhe? No. Okay. How many questions we have? 10, 11. Okay, 2 more questions only. Okay, question 10 first. So the diagram actually show the curve y equals to 12 plus x minus x squared intersecting the line y equals to x plus a at a point A and B. So find the coordinate A and B. So A and B is basically very easy. Intersection point, we do simultaneous. Sub the y into the y here. So equals to 12 plus x minus x squared. So from here, yeah, you need to solve it. So x squared and x minus x gone. This one will be minus 4 equals to 0. Then x plus 2, x minus 2 equals to 0. Then x equals to 2 or negative 2. But the question asks about coordinate, right? So we shouldn't stop here. So what we do is we sub into the y here. So when x equals to 2, y equals to 10. So when x equals to negative 2, y equals to 6. So sub into this equation, alright? So you have 2, 10 and negative 2, 6. So kind of get the idea. Negative 2, 6. This one will be 2, 10. Right, so now we have some information ready for coordinate. Integrate for this one, so we just integrate because it doesn't give it any definites here. So we will need to add the c, alright? So this one, I can straight away do 12x plus x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3 plus c. Right, 2 mark, quite easy. Show all your working, find the area of shaded regions. Now I want to find area of shaded region. Luckily I have these 2 values. So basically right now what I want to do is I will integrate the curve from A to B here. Let me use other color. I will integrate the curve from A to B here. Then I will get the whole area here. Alright, I will get the whole area here. Then after that what I do is I will minus the area of the trapezium here. So I will minus this trapezium. Then I can get the area of shaded region. Alright, so if you get the idea, then I will just show you here. So area of shaded region. So it will equals to integrate from negative 2 to 2. The curve will be here, which is 12 plus x minus x squared minus the trapezium. Since I have the coordinate, so trapezium is actually quite easy for me to find. Half a plus b, which is 6 plus 10. Multiply the height here will be 4. Alright, just need to solve this equation, then I should be able to get the answer. And we actually integrate this one just now. We have 12x plus x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3 here. And then this is negative 2 and 2. And then this one I will get 16 minus 32. Alright, then yeah, just plug in the 2 into the equation first, and 32 over, yeah, just some carry mistake. This just type everything in the calculator, you won't make this kind of carry mistake. Okay, then we done. The last question here, polynomial. Factor theorem, remainder theorem. You have this polynomial is divisible by 2x minus 1, and the remainder is negative 35 when divided by x plus 3. So by finding the value of each constant a and b, verify that a is equals to b. So basically each of the information you can form one equation. Divisible mean factor theorem, that's in f1 over 2 you get 0. Remainder means f negative 3 is equals to negative 35. So from here you can see I will actually have 2 equations. Then I will just do the simultaneous in order to get the a and b here. So I will just by the way, this is px, so I cannot use f here. I have to use back the p. Right, so plug in here, plug into the px. So I get a over 8 plus 17 over 4 plus b over 2 minus 8 equals to 0. This kind of equation, right, normally I will multiply 8 for the whole equation. Alright, so a plus 34 plus 4b minus 64 equals to 0. I'll just leave like this first. Maybe I can make a the subject if I want, but I just leave like this first. Alright, then I solve the second equation here. Negative 3, so it will be negative 27a plus 17 times 9. 153 minus 3b minus a equals to negative 35. Yeah, I will solve this one. Negative 27a minus 3b. Alright, so we have some number here. 153 minus 8 plus 35. 180. Obviously, this all these number can divide by 3. Negative 9a minus b plus 60 equals to 0. Yeah, and why I didn't solve the number here. So this is a plus 4b minus 30 equals to 0. Yeah, just do the substitution. A equals to 30 minus 4b, first equation, sub into the second, sub 1 into 2. So negative 9, 30 minus, but I want to verify they are equal, right? Yeah, I think it should be okay. Let's do until the end, see what happened. Okay, so plus 60 equals to 0. So negative 270 plus 36b plus 60 equals to 0. So 36b equals to 210. B equals to 35 over 6. 30 minus 4, 35 over 6. $20 over 3. No, I didn't get the same answer. Don't tell me I make mistake again. Yeah, I forget about 1 minus b here. Where's the minus b go? Yeah. Okay, so this one will be 36b will be 35b. This one will be 35. This one will be 35. So this one will divide by 35. 210. 6. I do a 6 here. My a equals to 24, 6. Then they ask me to verify. So therefore, a equals to b. Because both actually will give me a 6, right? So therefore, the a will equals to the b. Yeah, because I'm trying to like make them into one equation and then do until the end I will get a equals to b. But it's quite hard if I don't want to do separately. Because like here, I will just like stuck here. So yeah, I think we do the substitution method should be fine. 4 mark only, don't think so much. Use your value a and b. Find the px in this form. So you should know this one is the long division, or you can know factorize, you can straight away factorize it. So by the way, I will just always write down my px first. So it'll be 6x cubed minus 17x squared plus 6x minus 8. Because a and b both also are 6 here. So yeah, normally I don't like to think so much. I will just straight away do the long division. 6x cubed plus 17x squared plus 6x minus 8. So the first one will be 3x squared. So it will be 6x cubed minus 3x squared. So this one will be 20x squared plus 6x. So 10x here. So I have 20x squared minus 10x. So I should have a negative, oh no, positive. So I have positive 16x minus 8 here. So it will become plus 8 here, 16x minus 8. Alright, so because they say 2x minus 1 times qx, so this one will be your qx, is a quotient. So your px is equals to 2x minus 1 multiply 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. Alright, so yeah, qx is a quadratic, so you just leave your answer like this, should be fine. Then they ask you to factorize completely. At this step only, you start to do the factorization. So yeah, I will just show you here, but then you do at the bottom in the exam. So yeah, therefore px equals to 2x minus 1. This one I hope you can factorize it easily. You get 10 should be 42 here, plus for both. Alright, so they ask you to solve this one. So I believe you can see some similarity at the part 3 here. So let's check the number here first. So this is x cubed 17. So you have 1. Oh, this is exactly the same, right? A and B at the same position as well, right? Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. But then the question actually changed your x into the sine x. Yeah, so if you see carefully, you realize they are the same thing. They just changed the x into the sine x. Isn't it? Yeah, exactly the same. Then we solve already, right? So I'm not going to resolve it again. So I will use my answer here. Because when px equals to 0, yeah, in this case, because why I say equal to 0, because this one suppose equals to the px, right? And then you see it equals to the 0. So it means that px is equal to 0. So therefore, I will just solve from here. So this is 2x minus, I can straight away tell the answer because it's a simple one. So x equals to 1 over 2, or x equals to negative 4 over 3, or x equals to negative 2. Then now I change my x into sine x here. So yeah, this one definitely is rejected because it's less than negative 1. This one also rejected because it's less than negative 1 as well. So yeah, this one is rejected. This one also rejected. That's means you only have one answer, and then they want the answer between 0 and 180. So this one is 30 degree and 150. So you only have two value of angle here, which is 30 degree and 150 degree. Yeah, so basically for this part, it's a little bit hard if you cannot see the connection between this equation and the equation given at the very beginning. And because it actually purposely give you A and B at this position, if you recognize 17 and negative 8, right, then you should be able to see the similarity one. Because if you see carefully here, you have A and B at this position and 17 and negative 8 here. So you should know both equations are the same here. Right, so yep, done. That's all for this.